Hello and welcome to Call of the Herd, episode 11 this time. I'm Curran, as always, and joined by...
Romario.
That's right. Yeah, I love the jazz hands. You got it down. And today we have an incredibly special guest. We've got the Portland Sligh champion and also guitarist slash storyteller of Bayou Brewing Company with us today. Everybody say hello to Kelso.
Hello. It is it's a
Kelso.
huge pleasure to be here with you guys. It's been great watching these, and I'm excited to talk some Magic.
Real quickly, I just want to say, Curran, you said incredibly a special guest. You know that the next person that we have as a guest, and everyone that has been in the show before, they're gonna feel things about this. Okay, I'm just saying.
Hey, listen, I have blazed every single one of them so far. I'm like 95% sure anyway. So I'm just gonna let you know. I'm gonna keep it up. Everybody's gonna get a nice little intro, if you will.
All right, it's all good.
So it's all good. I got you. Don't worry about it. I'm competent at this.
But yeah. So Kelso, do you want to tell us about yourself, or how you got into Magic, how you found Premodern?
Yeah. So I've been playing Magic for a very long time. I started playing when I think it was at like an after school day camp. And I was like wandering around, and there was like a swimming pool with a bunch of kids. I was like, I don't want to go swimming. Water's wet. Like, and so
Water's wet.
I remember going over there
and
seeing a bunch of people like fiddling with these card things on the pavement. I was like, what are you guys doing? Like, and I remember looking over and just seeing them, and they're like, oh no, I'm gonna tap my brass man to attack you. And I was like, whoa, attacking? Like, that's so cool, like, and the art was just so beautiful. I remember, I think it was some card, like, I don't even know what it was, but I remember looking at the text that it said it could like get bigger or smaller, and it was some artifact creature, and I was like, that's so cool. And so I wound up talking to more people and being like, yeah, I'm gonna play. I'm 7 and I'm gonna play Magic the Gathering now.
Oh, you started playing at 7 years old?
Yep, 7 years old. I think it was like Tempest Weatherlight, something like that.
Wow. Okay.
I was a little kid. I was not good. I did not really understand anything. We used to play this version of Magic called Mana Dump, where it's basically just everybody resolves a Cultivator Colossus the second the game starts. Just dump all your lands into play and then keep drawing.
Yeah. Tell me about Cultivator Colossus.
Yeah, so every game starts with... I was so hyped when I saw this card come out, because I was like, oh, it's back! Mana Dump has returned! You just put lands from your hand into play, and every time you do, you draw a card. You just keep going till you have a hand of 7 non-lands and like 10 lands in play or whatever.
And then you start playing.
And then you start playing. Yeah, that was how we played the game.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess for 7 and
right.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember at 7, because so my son is 10 now. I think just maybe last year, that's when he finally started like reading like more proficiently, and so at 7, I think you probably had a hard time like even understanding what the cards did, right? Because besides,
I barely knew. I just knew that I loved it, and it was just like the coolest thing ever. I like drew like crayon proxies of like worms, and I'm like, yeah. And
it's a good time.
I kind of just kept up with that, on and off. Then I kind of got back into it in junior high, kind of got back into it again in high school. And then, but there was like a point I remember where I was living in a house, and a bunch of my roommates and I all played. And this was like when we were like, 20. And so we like knew how reading worked and how games worked, but we all still sucked. Like, we were terrible. There would be like discussions about whether or not it was okay to use counter spells. And I remember one of my other friends came over who didn't live there, was outside of the pod, and this guy was like an actual competitive player. Like, we didn't know that, but he comes over and starts playing against everybody there with his decks, and it's just like never is there one close game, like not once. And he left like a white weenie deck with us that was just like 24 1-drops and Honor of the Pure or something. And literally none of us, no matter what we did, no matter what we pulled together, we could not beat this white weenie deck playing it against each other. And basically everybody else in the house like quit Magic because they were like, screw this isn't fun, I don't like it. And I was like, I want to learn. I gotta teach me the secrets. And so I started playing Standard around like Zendikar.
Okay, like original Zendikar.
Yep, yeah, original Zendikar.
Okay,
yeah, Zendikar, and then Scars when that came out. That was like my first big set release.
That's when I got back into Magic. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think when I got back into Magic, I think a few months later, that's when World Wake was released.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
So
it was like 2009
was my first pre-release, so I know about the Scars Besiege kind of era as well.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's cool. And then I guess so I guess you played some Standard for a while, and then
yeah, I played Standard for a while, and then I got kind of drawn into Legacy through like a battle box. You know, he had like a bunch of different decks. We'd try them all out against each other and play, and so I kind of got into Legacy that way, and I would go to tournaments by basically just borrowing a deck. So I'm like, I can't afford a deck, you know, but they'd be like, here, do you want to play, you know, Burn or whatever? Or do you want to play, you know, some tempo deck or something?
Yeah.
And so yeah, I did that for a while, played Legacy up through, I think, I'm trying to think, like cons, I think, somewhere around there. So not for like a terribly long period of time, but for a while. And that was a ton of fun, but eventually I did get a collection and then lost it. And then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a break.
Lost it as in like you lost it or like somebody stole it?
Yeah, the latter.
Man, that's terrible.
Yeah. But it's sort of one of those things of the game where it's just like, I mean, this shit's costs money. You know, I wasn't watching my backpack, and whoops.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah. But
and then so that kind of that's understandable. I feel like if I don't even think like half of my stuff got stolen, probably would make me want to quit the game too. But then I guess no, you eventually found Pre-Modern, I guess, and
yeah. So I had been just sort of playing like casual Commander, and every once in a while in the intermittent 10 years or whatever there, and then I met Curran through not Magic the Gathering at all, but rather through music. So we were at a party and brought over a bunch of guitars, and we all started playing, and they're like, oh wait, you guys can play too? And it's like, wait, you guys can play too? And I was like, oh cool, nice. And we had a good time there and playing music. And then I host a in this dungeon here somewhere, another room, but host a weekly jam night, and so Curran started coming over to those where we just everybody gets together and just figure it out. We're gonna play music. And so through that started playing music, and then eventually got into a band together, which is the Biobu and Co. You may have heard of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, of course. And eventually it was like I keep hearing like whispers and things, you know, like Legacy will come up in conversation and somebody will be talking about Dredge, and I'll be like, oh, is that Breakthrough Dredge? And they'll be like, what do you mean? I thought you played Commander, what are you talking about?
Right.
And so yeah, eventually I got sucked in by literally once again being given an entirely printed out Sligh deck. I got a couple of options, but I was like, no, I know what Lightning Bolt does. I like that. And and then wandered into, I think it was in October, did the PM4 event. And I don't remember if I'd ever I don't think that I had shuffled the deck at that point. And proceeded to get top 8. I mean,
yeah,
red cards, you just play them.
I mean, Sligh's pretty good. Yeah,
it's a pretty good deck. So thanks, Curran.
Yeah, happy to hook it up.
Wasn't the thing? Was it
any means?
Wasn't like Patrick Chapin that said like, no, like when you start playing lightning bolts, like, no, you lightning bolt on turn 1 like as a sorcery speed, and then when you get a little better, you start like playing around like counter magic, or you hold it for creatures, whatever. And then when you get really good again, you start lightning bolt on turn 1 again.
Yeah.
So that's the learning curve.
Right. It's the meme there. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Well, that's I mean, I think Sligh is like, it's probably like a very good like entry level deck, but it's also like there's a lot of intricacies like that the more you play, I think you can also you can start like tweaking like because there's a million different red cards like people can play in Sligh and Pre-Modern, and can go heavier on creatures, can go heavier on burn, like or did you actually, 1 second, I don't know if like we should get into that, but did you guys see the top 8 of LobsterCon, right?
Oh, such a cool list.
Yeah,
It's so cool.
yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we can find it here. I mean, I sure can just like search. I was actually, I don't think I should
I
like.
like how Mario posed the question when we absolutely went over the top 8 in a previous episode. Like,
no, but we didn't have a.
you said you guys. I'm just saying.
But we didn't have the Sligh person here to talk to us about this version.
Yeah. It's worth revisiting the Sligh is.
Yeah. This is a
also, hold on a sec. Look,
yeah.
I'm almost 42 now, and that episode was like a while ago. It was a while ago.
Oh man. It was
also it was a while ago. So, what's your opinion on Archish Librarian, Kelso?
I mean, it looks bad, and the guy who put it in the deck is like, it's bad. I don't know. I haven't tested it out. I mean, I get it because, like, you know, it's kind of like a crappy Sylvan library with no second half of the ability, right? You can never get extra cards out of it, but like, you know, if you're looking at the top 8 cards and you get to put 4 back, it doesn't matter that 4 are gone. Like, those didn't matter, right? You weren't going to draw them. I'm never drawing my whole deck. And so like that is pretty cool. It's kind of like almost like a Sensei's Top or something, but again, without like the part that makes it good. So it's like, I don't know. I could see it being useful, especially in those like kind of long games where like, because there are a lot of times where it's like, you know, you're playing against, I don't know, like black-white control, right? And you're like, okay, you're down to the wire, they kill all your creatures, but you're just like trying to draw enough burn to kill them before they like Gerard's Verdict themselves for 6 and gain 6 life or whatever. And then you're like, oh no, he just time walked me like 5 turns. Because like, oh, land, firebolt, land, bog, fanatic, you know, so.
You don't want to draw lands, so you want to just keep drawing gas. Yeah. Man, I hate myself for not remembering now. So today I was driving a lot because that's what I do for my business anyways. And I found out about a podcast from, I'm going to mess this up. But have you heard of the series called the Romancing the Stones? It's like a vintage. Oh, they're vintage and not pre-modern, but the other one, middle school. So they play middle school and they play vintage, I think. And this guy apparently he's from I don't say crew because like I think he said he used to play with them in Texas and then he moved to Connecticut. That's why he attended LobsterCon because he said before when he lived in Texas was just too far away. But apparently there's a podcast from those guys from Texas, and I just found out about the podcast today. And I was listening to them talking to Stuart. I'm gonna mess up Zernick. And I think the only reason I decided to ask about Orcish Librarian first because the name of the episode for that podcast was like Orcish Librarian, and I think they asked him, and he said he never drew the card in the entire tournament apparently. so he was like, I might as well be. I think his words were like, I know it's wrong, but it's like I might as well be playing with a 59 card deck because I never drew that one card. But I think the analogy that he used was like, no, it's kind of like a Sensei's Divining Top. Like I think that's what he said, and he was saying something about like, no, really if it was like a 1 red instead of 2 mana, it would have been like probably like a card that we would see more often. But the fact it's 2 mana, that's why probably we don't see as many people trying it out. But I gotta find the name of the. I'll definitely leave a link in the show notes, like that podcast. I don't think they talk about Pre-Modern all the time, but they had a whole episode talking to Stuart, and he went over the whole deck and stuff, and so it was pretty cool. I thought it was like a really. And I wanted to ask you, Kelso, since you've been playing a lot of Sligh, like what did you think of the stake of Sligh?
It's really interesting. I haven't actually put it together yet, but I definitely want to, or at least try it out because there's a lot of really interesting stuff in here. And some of the things I had been thinking about previously, like one, it doesn't have ball lightning, right? There's no ball lightning, which is like a lot of people don't like it because it just like dies. But like that card does 6 damage. 6 is a big number. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And it kind of hurts me to see a card like Urza's Rage getting played because it's just like that's so much less. Same with Volcanic Hammer. It's so much less. Like it's half as much. So when you're thinking about just like the straight like card advantage end of it, it's like you have to have the game go longer if you're going to be playing cards that don't do as much. But there is a lot in here to make the game go longer. It's got 4 wastelands and 4 ports, which means that like against a lot of the big greedy mana based kind of decks, like you can actually start like I mean you can tap down lands against Enchantress, you can waste out colors from people, like that's huge. So like I feel like it does seem like a really interesting shell for trying to push the game longer. And also I mean like Jackal Pup, and then you just port their land and then you waste their next land, and then it's like, oh no, like. So I think
You
that's
do
all
a
really
bad,
neat.
you do a bad Delver impression.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Here's my turn 1 aggressive creature, and then I'm gonna back it up like with a wasteland. Yeah.
Yeah. I also love the ensnaring bridges. I've been playing one ensnaring bridge, and there's been a lot more times where I have put it in and wanted to see it than there have been times where I have seen it and gotten to cast it. In which case, those games are won games because it doesn't matter. If they can't attack through it and they don't have a way to get rid of it, you can just sit there forever and just keep drawing cards and just throw burn at their face. And it's like,
when do you bring Ensnaring Bridge? Like, what decks do you bring Ensnaring Bridge in?
Dreadnought's the main one, but then also against like any sort of like Terravore decks. Basically anybody with a big guy. I would probably even bring it in against like certain control decks just to make it so that their Angel only gets 1 hit. Phantom Neshoba only gets 1 hit against Reanimator.
Right.
So yeah, basically just anytime they're trying to go over the top. It is a little bit awkward though, because like if you are running Ball Lightnings, your own Ensnaring Bridge just shuts them all off. So it's like someone's kind of hope, but like the fact that you're not running them in this does, I feel like, free up Ensnaring Bridges in the board. It's like, I don't even think it'd be crazy to run it in the main. I've thought about it. Just because like, routinely you just get in these situations where everything's just so gummed up and you're just sitting there like, I'm just going to chill and I'm going to curse scroll your guys and then, just kind of hope to go from there. So yeah, I think it's a cool card.
Okay. Yeah, I think against Reanimator is definitely one of those cards. I think like if you have it in a main deck, I don't think they can beat Ensnaring Bridge in game 1. So it's
right. They'd have to like against what?
Reanimator.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, like unless they kill you before then, like what are they gonna do? Like,
right. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, Ensnaring Bridge. I guess Ensnaring Bridge one of those cards that like I looked at it and I was like, oh, okay, cool, and I just kind of moved on. But yeah, it's I guess oh, again, that's just an example like cards that you can play in Sligh that sometimes people don't even think about it. Oh, I just saw the cat back there. That was
oh yeah. Who's that? Who's that? Oh, Chunky. It's Chunkadelic. Hello, buddy. Come here. Cat time.
Yeah, cats are important.
Cool. So Sligh, did you try anything else besides Sligh so far in pre-modern, or not in events, like just like for fun and stuff, or anything else that caught your interest?
Yeah, I have actually spanned a few other decks in events. I think the 3rd monthly that I played, I wound up going in with Snap Cradle Pop because I was just like, this deck looks so cool. And I did well. I think I top 8'd twice with that deck. I think one of them was like I bubbled in and somebody dropped. So it's like, it's kind of there, but still, like, it wins games. It absolutely wins games. And I think it was really interesting. It really hates like Volcanic Spray and Pyroclasm and any of that kind of stuff. If they're just dedicated to killing your guys, you just lose, and that's kind of that. But if they don't have a way to kill your guys, you are cooking. It's a super cool deck. It can get just wild, crazy turns, and it can, like, not consistently, but it is reasonable to go off on turn 3. So
really,
yeah. If you get like a early Llanowar into a birds in a wall or something, and then you get like a Gaia's Cradle snap Cloud of Fairies, replay Cloud of Fairies kind of thing. And then I was running 4 of the Stroke of Genius. I just copied a list from I think it was like Ireland King or something, but I just on Moto. And I was doing the 4 Stroke of Genius, and you just cast a giant stroke on yourself, and you have I don't remember what the chances are, but if you can get one for like 12, you have like a 70 or something % chance of that being it. Just stroke for 12 wins the game. So that's pretty cool.
So okay. Oh, okay. So the first one you stroke, you target yourself, and then the next one you target them, right?
Sometimes the second one targets yourself too.
I remember seeing the list because I saw. I think the person that kind of got. I think they put the deck on the map. It was his. I think it was a German player.
Okay.
And I think they were streaming one day, so that's the only time I saw the deck like in action. Is that similar to this one?
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, this might be the exact list.
Oh, it plays Temporal Fissure too.
Yeah. Yeah, which Temporal Fissure wins a lot of games because it's like if you can't fully combo off or you're playing against counter magic or something,
just bounce their board.
Just bounce their board. Put them back to one land, and then you just either beat down with 2/1s or you draw into. You have 4 deranged hermits, and then a lot of card draw. So it's reasonable to see hermit often, and that's sort of the plan B. I'd say so. Stroke of Genius is the plan A. Temporal Fissure is sort of the plan B, and deranged hermits almost the plan C kind of a thing.
Okay.
So I'm
assuming the plan is like turn 1 is just play creatures turn 1s and 2, and then turn 3 cradle, and then off to the race, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Cradle, Cloud of Fairies, snap the Cloud of Fairies, replay Cloud of Fairies, crop rotation for another cradle again, play Stroke of Genius, draw a bunch of cards. You can Temporal Fissure your own Cloud of Fairies and your own Wall of Blossoms and replay them all, and it's a cool, fun, fiddly list. But it's funny in that like it has the good matchups that a combo deck does by being really fast, but it has the bad matchups that like a creature-based aggro deck does, because you need Cradle to go off. Like you just need it, and like everything you run except for like Wall of Blossoms dies to Pyroclasm and like Volcanic Spray. Right. So yeah,
I think Volcanic Spray has been kind of like on a not as popular, right? I feel like I don't run to that card as often as we did before. I think when the Ultra Druids deck were running copies that card like with a Quiet Speculation.
Right. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's where I was thinking. I
don't think that deck. I mean, I don't know about in Portland, but maybe like because online, like I almost never see anybody playing that deck.
Okay.
So yeah, because before it was kind of annoying. Like a lot of the decks I played were also very soft to Volcanic Spray, and at one point the deck was like very popular on the Discord leagues, and current can probably be like, yeah, I don't like Volcanic Spray neither.
Yeah, Volcanic Spray. Mm-hmm.
I was thinking you could also run. There was a card that I used to run in one of the Elves decks that I was testing called Emerald Charm.
Huh.
Because one of the most, I think it's Emerald. Current, is that the one that like untaps things too?
Emerald.
I can't remember what Emerald Charm is.
Okay. Yeah, so you can untap target permanent, destroy target non-R enchantment, or target creature loses flying to the end of turn. So this was mostly because of destroys an enchantment for one green, but also you target untap target permanent, so you can just untap your Cradle, and that was one of my Elves list that got published. Like I had like 2 of these in the sideboard for it was really for to destroy enchantments, but that's like when Parallax was more popular in Premana before it got banned, but then every once in a while, like there was a secret mode of just untapping Cradle, like with 4 or 5 creatures in play. So. But
it's cool.
Yeah. So do you guys want to talk about your recent event in Portland?
Yeah, I guess so. We had the monthly yesterday. And it was 34 players, 6 rounds, got to top 8, and yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll start with kind of my list if you want to click over to it here. Yeah, so I've registered, good old reliable, back on Elves, got off my Sliver train, last month, and so
how did that go, Curran?
I went 3-3, baby, which means perfect 50%. No game 3s played either.
Oh.
So okay. It was all right, but it wasn't as good as Elves is, so I, naturally came back home. I had been looking at some lists recently, and a lot of them have been foregoing Tangle Wire to do things like maximize on main deck Wall of Roots, maximize on, or like put a couple naturalized main, or maybe 1 to 2 Sylvan Library. I disagree, respectfully. I think Tangle Wire is one of the core game plans I want to like be able to have access to in game 1, and it creates incredibly easy sideboarding because Tangle Wire comes out in so many matches when I'm back on the draw. So I think like you maximize the ability to do your deck's broken thing game one. We also went up to 4 deranged hermit in this list. Like I'm going to cast this early, or I'm gonna survival you, or I'm gonna tangle wire you, and I'm gonna get through game one is kind of the mentality here. And then the sideboard this time was built to have wall counterparts of the elves that most commonly come out in sideboarding, which means Priest of Titania. I usually go down to 1. It maybe like even 0 if I think it's that bad. But I like to try to keep 1 because of survival reasons. And then cut 2 Multani's Acolyte for the wall of blossoms in the board. So the walls kind of replace each other, or like replace the elves, and then you have room to cut the tangle wires and add the silver bullet creatures that are in the sideboard currently, Caller of the Claw, Massacre, and Well-Wisher as they apply, or the Naturalizes, or the Crypts, or the Tranquil Domains. Though Tranquil Domain will probably come in a matchup where you want to keep Tangle Wire. Tangle Wire is kept for either fast combo or like Enchantress or Replenish. Yeah, that was kind of the approach. I felt like I was solving a lot of issues. Kind of registering the 75, it does feel like the cleanest it's felt in a while for me. And yeah, my matches, I have some notes here. But yeah, do you have any questions about the list while I'm pulling those up?
No, just that's an interesting sideboarding mapping. I think it actually makes sense. No, I mean, not that you've never done anything that doesn't make sense, but
I appreciate it. No. I'm glad it makes sense. I'm trying to vocalize it the best I can.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Because
awesome.
You know, as much as I like Priest of Titania as a card, like I also understand this. Like, it's not. I don't know. Post board, it seems like so bad a lot of times.
And yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like Wall of Roots just becomes a much better like cheating on mana kind of thing, especially when you're on the survival line, since you can like activate it on the other turn.
Right.
And Priest is there as a 4 of game 1 to just be like, we are going to attempt to break the game on turn 3. You know, like if I stick around and I'm like followed up by Quirion Ranger, you're gonna have a bad time. So
right.
Anyway, round 1, I played against our dear friend Alex on Blue White Standstill. Game 1 was really bad. I had like Forest Cradle, I had some 1-drops, but I got like hit by Wrath of God right on turn 4. And I just kind of fell behind while Alex continued making land drops, casting impulses, resolved a factor fiction, just kind of loaded up on answers. So game 1 just like went to them. Game 2, I resolved survival on turn 2, and I basically tiptoed around Wrath of Gods by keeping 4 mana available in like most of my turns following, so that I could activate survival to go get Caller of the Claw should I lose my board. And so I kind of played it slow, but luckily I kind of like I went through some plows, I went through some counter spells, and eventually I got there. And then in game 3, I kept a fairly aggressive hand, and I had my first survival countered by a null, and then I cast another one, got a little use out of it, and then it got disenchanted. But I already had the deranged hermit lined up and a Wirewood symbiote lined up, and I just kind of beat down while they didn't find Wrath of God. So I just kind of won from there. Round 2, I played against my friend Mike, who you know, Dirty Mike, Kulu Limpa.
Oh yeah,
it was his first.
I was about to say, is he playing pre-modern to know?
Yeah, it was his first pre-modern event. And he was playing red green, kind of like a Sligh heavy version, but like it had Quirion Dryad in it as well. And like Treetop Village, Call of the Herd, you know. But it was still running like Grim Lavamancer, Fire Blast, Lava Dart, etc., etc. So
I think the deck did well recently. was in a bigger event because I think Neo Mushroom also was like streaming that deck the other day. I saw a few people like mentioning that.
I think yeah. I think it had been mentioned recently, and that was part of the reason that Mike picked it. It just like looked like the hot sauce. So
yeah, I mean it's an aggressive deck. It's kind of like Sligh with green.
Yeah, much better creatures, less reach.
Yeah, game 1, I kind of like had a lot of removal thrown at my guys, but I did get like survival and Sligh going so that I could like kind of rebuild, and then eventually Mike was kind of attacking me down, and I got to a low life total, and on the last turn I had gotten Anger into the yard, the mountain was out. I drew and I cast 2 Deranged Hermits because I was able to hard cast one and then tap Cradle to cast another. And all the scrolls had haste, so I just attacked for lethal, and that was it. Game 2, I was kept pretty locked down by a lot of removal and also a Simoon out of the sideboard, which was pretty cool. And he was able to kill me. And then game 3, I got the play, and I was able to get survival up to a chain to use like a hasty well-wisher to start gaining like 6 life, basically, through like an untap like Quirion Ranger or Wirewood. And then like Mike was forced to use removal on Wirewood symbiotes because they were protecting everything else in play, and I eventually built enough advantage on the board state through Squee and survival to close the game out. So that was it for Red Green Aggro. And now it's time for the fun story. Round 3, I got paired into Sligh. Not Kelso.
Not me.
Okay.
But yeah, this Sligh player, not only once, not twice, but 3 times over game 1 cast an Earthquake for 1. That was not enough, apparently, because I still like ended up using survival and Squee to just like recover, make my land drops, and then start casting my Deranged Hermits, which we have so many of. Yay. And so yeah, he was shuffling up. He's like, yeah, I guess I needed the 4th Earthquake, and I was just like,
well, how many creatures were there earthquakes sweeping up?
It was like 2 creatures per, I think maybe 3 one time. So like 7. 7 creatures got swept up, but I was just like, game's still going. So I didn't hear no bell. So game 2, an early pyrostatic pillar comes down, which I just kind of like play a creature into it, take like 2 damage, play a Cradle, tap like the Mana Dork, the basic, and the Cradle for a Mastercore. And I'm just like, okay, they'll have to deal with this somehow. Like, I know regeneration is down; it's not the best in the world, but I do have a second Mastercore in hand in case things go wrong.
Which is great if they use 2 burn spells to kill 1 Mastercore. If you're just gonna, all right, well, here's the second one.
I'll do you one better. So their mana base at this point was Wasteland Mountain, and they played another mountain, and they said, well,
Fire Blast.
I gotta do it. And they Fire Blasted the Mastercore while the shield was down, only leaving a Wasteland. Or actually, I think they had Wasteland Mountain in play because they were, so they played, after that, they played a Wasteland as their next land drop. So they were only on 2 Wastelands afterwards. And
oh man,
I just kind of like redeveloped another Mastercore, and it was just like, oh, like, and then my opponent draws and plays a Mistress Factory, and so still on colorless mana that has the factory now, and I just kind of slowly beat, and then I have a couple Deranged Hermits in hand as well, so I just follow up with Deranged and get the handshake. So round 4, I got paired into Fluctuator combo.
Wow.
Yeah, they're in the 3-0 seat. And this is not the Drain Life version. This is the version that has the...
Hold on a second. There is another version?
Kind of.
Okay.
I mean, there's another win condition besides Drain Life. So this spell, I don't remember the name of it. So this is going to be a challenge for you, Mario. I think it's a 3-mana spell, or maybe a 5-mana spell. Don't know. And it says remove X creature cards from your graveyard. Opponent loses X life.
Oh, I think it's from Weather Light. Oh man. Yeah, it's a card from Weather Light. Hold on a second. I know which one it is. It's got to be a sorcery, right? So.
Yeah, it's a sorcery. It's like a 3 or a 5 drop black sorcery.
Yeah, I believe it's a card from Weather Light. Is that this one here?
That's it. That's the one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or deals X damage to target player.
Haunting Misery.
Haunting Misery.
I don't think I've ever seen that card I don't think I've ever seen that card being played besides, I don't know, maybe like Casual Commander, I guess. Oh, I guess it is a thing that people playing Fluctuator.
Yeah, I guess it's an alternative like win condition. I think there are downsides apparently to playing just Drain Life.
Both.
Yeah, it gives you like 2 avenues.
Okay, obviously this is not the same listed exact. Well, we don't know for sure, but it looks like at least this portion is basically the same cards that you see in the usual, I don't know, what should we call fluctuated list, but you also have that second win con, I guess. So remove X creature cards from your graveyard from the game. Haunting Misery deals X damage to target player. Huh. I mean, it kind of makes sense to have a alternate second win con, right?
Yeah. Like maybe you can't make enough mana off Drain Life for some reason, or like for Drain Life.
It does happen. No, it does happen. One time, actually, hold on a second. I think I told you this a million times, but if there's one deck that always have my backpack to loan out to people, let me see. Coincidentally, it's right on my desk. It's Fluctuator, because none of the cards overlap with anything else except for the one Lotus Petal that I have in the sideboard. So I just have a promo one here. I don't have a like OG Tempest in there, but I loaned out to a friend of mine that loves to play combo decks, and he went to play pretty modern. And I remember one time he did cast a Song of the Damned. I was about to say Song of Creation. Song of the Damned, and he like counted all the cards in his graveyard. And he was short 1. And I think the last card in the deck was like another creature. So you couldn't cycle it because apparently you just deck yourself. So there is a reason, I guess, for you to have a second win con, I guess.
Yeah. So I won the die roll, and in game 1, I just played like a Llanowar Elf on turn 1, and then Priest of Titania and Quirion Ranger on turn 2. And then he only had the tap cycle in, so he plays another tap cycle in, and he passes back. And turn 3, I'm just like, I've got the survival. I'm going nuts because like I've got all this mana, and I basically just end up getting like hasty deranged hermit, recast it a couple times to make enough squirrels to attack for lethal on turn 3. Which was crazy. It was like a crazy like opener for me, and it just went completely uncontested. So game 2, I took I kept a hand with Vigilante. I did not bring in my Tormod scripts because I hadn't seen the win condition yet, and I had kind of forgotten how Fluctuator works because I haven't played against it enough.
What? You don't know how to... I'm just kidding.
So I was like, I brought in like naturalizes, and I kept my Tangle Wires in because I knew those would be potent, but I left the Crypts in the sideboard for game 2. And this was a massive error on my part, especially after finding out what the win condition was in game 2. So I kind of just like played some cards out, didn't have really any interaction for the Fluctuator, and I just like let him go off, and I was like, okay, now I get it. So game 3, I mulled a 5. He mulls to 5. My turn 1 is Forest, Llanowar Elves, Tormod's Crypt, and my remaining cards in hand are guys great on naturalized. So I'm just like feeling comfortable.
Did they publish those deck lists here?
I don't know if they may have published all of them. Can you? Yeah. The deck lists are on the right. So this was RJ, number 13.
Oh, okay. Because I was actually trying to see.
This was RJ's deck list.
Oh, so he did have a way to deal with artifacts. Because I was...
He boarded out the scrap, though. He boarded it out in our match because he didn't see Tormod's Crypt game 2. And he needed to make room.
Yeah, the resolution here is kind of hard for me to see. Oh man, this is worse. Okay, so it's crap. Yeah, because I think the one that I have in the deck box here, like, I don't think I've seen that card before. Some people run this one and this one. I don't have that. But Hush is also kind of cool. Okay, yeah, his list is interesting.
Yeah, I don't know how you can see the sideboard. I'm curious as to.
I think if I go text, maybe we can do that.
He says main board.
No, you can't see the sideboard then. Interesting. Yeah, no, we can't.
No worries.
Yeah. No, but I was just really curious to see. So his list is more like there's red and stuff. The list that I had built does not have red, or I don't think there's any green cards neither. But pretty cool. I forgot the scrap even existed. That's might have to put it on my cart. I love buying some obscure pre-modern era cards.
Yeah. So yeah, game 3. Yeah, I presented a couple more dudes, and then there was the turn where he's like, "I'm just gonna go for it," and he like casts Fluctuator, and he puts a cycle on the stack, and in response to the cycle, I hit the Fluctuator with Naturalize, and in response to that, he cycles through the deck. He gets down to like 4 or 5 cards left, and he goes, "Okay." Naturalize resolves on the Fluctuator, and I say, okay, cool. Before the last cycle trigger resolves, or before the initial cycle trigger resolves, I'll turn Tormod's Crypt to you. And he just goes, yeah, okay, you got it. And that was it for round 4. Round 5 and round 6, I just took the intentional draw and ate some food and chilled out and rested the brain because I was feeling like, I don't know. The round one standstill matchup had me tired because it was like just the more intricate match I had to play on the day, So
did you miss Genesis at all?
No, I didn't really miss Genesis at all. I thought I had my Collar of the Claw line open the entire time and available to me, but I didn't need to take it, and I just played like, a patient game, and it was fine. So,
okay.
Quarterfinals. I got paired into Dan, our friend Dan on Terrageddon, and I. Let's see. Game 1, got to stick the turn 1 Llanowar Elf, turn 2 Priest and Querying Ranger, turn 3 untap, and do a bunch of stuff with survival once again. Kind of just uncontested. Dan didn't have the main deck Earthquake on hand, was just kind of playing creatures out. Had to just like played 2 Terrorvores out of hand essentially, and it was just like there were 2/2s basically the entire time they were in play, so just nothing really going on Dan's end, unfortunately for that. And so I kind of just like go through my survival stuff and I win. And then game 2, unfortunately he mulligans to 4, which is not like, doesn't make for extremely exciting gameplay, but he starts with turn 1 City of Traders into Curse Totem. And I am lucky enough to have a Naturalize on hand, but I only do have 1 mana, and I kept the hand off the strength of Llanowar Elves into more mana. And so I did not draw the land in my initial draw step, so I just played the Forest and the Llanowar Elves. Dan plays a Rith's Grove on turn 2 and bounces the City of Traders instead of letting it get sacked just to pass turn back. And then I top deck a land and naturalize the Curse Totem and then tap the Mana Elf to play another Mana Elf. And from there, The next turn, I play a Deranged Hermit. All this basically uncontested, and it's just a very quick match. The 4 Deranged Hermit, honestly, is like so key and clutch, in my opinion, for this tournament. Like, I don't know why I was playing less than 4. I don't think I can go back now. The card is just incredible. It's all I want to do. So, and then in the semifinals, I got paired into Welder Survival. Probably one of the worst matchups imaginable. The player playing it, Wyatt, is very practiced on the deck and had been developing it. And apparently, Kelso had a good quote from Wyatt on this, that he basically just cut all the like Durdley stuff and added more Triskelion.
Yeah, just everything that wasn't getting Triskelions out into play didn't need to be there. That's basically the idea.
So, yeah, highly valued Trike, and Trike came down very early game 1 to unfortunately take apart the board state that I was getting, and then was able to play another Trike and just start looping them. And then game 2, quick survival into naturally pitch Anger into the yard, grab Sharpshooter, ruined my life once more. I didn't have any walls. I didn't have any way of getting my mana under me. He goes into a quick Deranged Hermit after that, and it's just night.
And as like you said, the card is very good, so it's also good on the other side of the board too sometimes.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
So, yeah, very well played games by Wyatt. I was just like super beat down and dejected because I was like, this matchup sucks so bad. Like, this is not what I wanted to draw top 8. I would have rather tried to like gotten on the other side of the bracket and been able to fight Enchantress in the semis or something, you know. Like, I was ready for Talar. Nobody else was ready for Chris, but I was ready.
Former guest of the show too.
Yeah, we love Chris. Shout out Chris. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of my revisit into Elves. It was a wonderful day. Yeah, but I'm not the only one who made top 8. So I've taken the mic for a while. But if you have any feedback.
Did they mention like why they have Karn in there?
Yes. Is
it for Mox Diamonds?
Okay.
I was wondering because like in this format, like unless you're playing Mud when you're making your own, I don't know, smokestacks into 4/4s, like I guess this is just.
He was also animating his own Tangle Wires.
Oh, they do have Tangle Wires. Okay, I guess Subbles Webs because it's 2/2 seems like kind of
match. Just get some beats in. Why not?
Because it eats Crypt. It's kind of neat.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it does. It does come after Crypt.
Also, kind of like. I mean, the other Karn in Legacy can do it too. If it's a Phyrexian Furnace, you can just make it into a creature, right? And then you can just Triskelion it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, triking the 1-drops, I think, was also mentioned. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think I mentioned, I mean, again, I'm getting old, I forget shit, but because I'm a dumbass and I really like artifacts from that era. I actually bought 4 Karns like when I first got like into pre-modern, and I think I paid like double what you see here for each of them, and I have no regrets. I just
so cool.
Love me some, I love me some Mud. Like no, if unfortunately even in pre-modern Metalworker is not that good. So but yeah, that yeah. So I was just curious why they have Karns here, but yeah, that makes sense. I guess Mox Diamonds and kill like I said, like Tormod's Crypt and stuff that can mess with your graveyard too, because you know their deck is a graveyard deck.
Yeah.
Also, we noticed here, I think the 3 of us noticed, like, Onulette on the sideboard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a sweet card.
Good tech.
Because, yeah, so Onulette because why would you know what that card does? It's a 3-drop artifact creature, and if Onulette is put into the graveyard from play, you gain 2 life, and it's a 2/2. Obviously, this deck is we got Genesis and Goblin Welder. So you have many different ways you can put this card in the graveyard and bring it back. And every time you do that, you gain 2 life. Well, every time it goes to the graveyard, you gain 2 life because we're talking pre-modern here. It's not in modern day Magic. This probably gain 2 life coming back too. But But in pre-modern era, like no, when it goes to graveyard, gain 2 life. Which, by the way, it's exactly what Kelso does not want to see happening from the other side.
No, that card is terrifying. That thing is like I feel like every game when I'm playing Sligh versus this deck, it's a fight over how many Onulets get resolved, or if there's just a Trike sitting there. That's also terrifying. But yeah,
it's an interesting deck because like I think I've seen people like running cards like a second one that I like to play, but it's not good neither. Bottle Gnomes. That was the other one I used to like to, but you don't. But you have to sack it, so it's like sometimes it gets awkward because you don't have another artifact to bring it back.
Oh, okay. But so you have to spend a card to do that.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And on your LED, if you have an artifact and if you just have like one of the untappers, like you don't have to do anything. You just like you gain 2 life and then bring it back, and then the next turn you just do it again. So, and if you have an untapper, you can do all in the same turn, right? But so yeah, I probably have seen this card. I just obviously never thought about like putting this in a pre-modern deck.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kelso, so speaking of gaining life in Sligh, how was your tournament?
Yeah, my tournament report is unfortunately going to be significantly less detailed than the masterwork we've just received. However, I'm going to do my best to remember who and what I played against throughout that whole thing. But I this time, speaking also from earlier about do you ever play decks that are not Sligh? Yes, this most recent one. I played a Blistering Firecat Oath of Druids Fling combo burn deck.
Oh.
Yep. Take a look, baby. It's the machine gun that shoots Firecats.
I just had to look highlight because I knew what the card does, but I know some people maybe haven't seen that card since like I don't know, since pre-modern first started, because I think that card was a little saw some play and then like kind of disappeared, and I think I just heard about the card again like recently on a podcast. Yeah, so it's sort of like a ball lightning, right? Like, but it's got I think the big thing is that you can morph it and then morph it for 2 red. And then it's got the same thing, 7/1, haste trampling, and then dies at the end of the turn. Or you can pay 4 mana, 3. You can pay a ball lightning +1. +1 for the 7/1. Yes.
Yeah. Which he is a little bit bigger. So that's credit for the cat.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was there was one copy of Blistering Firecat in the original Sligh deck that I first played getting into pre-modern. And it was dubbed my mascot. It has unfortunately gotten cut from the list since then. It costs a lot of mana. But I was like, what if we could bring the boy back? And I was looking at different lists because I really like Oath of Druids is just such a cool card. It's just so sick. It fills your graveyard all up with stuff, and it's just really neat. But it's like I really want to play Lightning Bolt, and if I can get away with it, I also really want to play Incinerate. So I was like, what can I do here? Started looking back through lists, and I found this Oathburn thing, which I guess was a thing a while ago. There are people that were playing like versions with 4 Firecats, 4 Ball Lightnings, calling it 8 Ball, and then it also has like Oath of Druids and like Pyrostatic Pillar.
I remember Lisa used to play 4 of these 2, right? Was it 4 that they used to play?
Yeah. It would be like, there are other lists called just Pyrostatic Oath, where it's just like 4 pillar, 4 oath. Yeah. And yeah, a lot of those decks also run a lot more lands. I wound up just kind of taking basically like a zoo mana base, with like treetop villages and trying to get in, but still a lot of mountains, so I could run at least a couple of Fire Blasts, and so that I could ideally cast Blistering Firecat or do the combo. Because the other silly thing that I put in here is Fling.
Hells yeah.
So I'm not exactly sure that's the best card in the deck. It might be the worst. But it does just it kills people. It was described as like crappy Splinter Twin, which is like kind of true.
Yeah, I mean, if you get the Blistering Firecat in play, that's 14 damage.
That's 14 damage. Yeah, they have to not block it. But like,
that's
a lot. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, because if they block it with a 1/1, you can't fling it, so that's very sad. But
right.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm trying to think going through the actual the day. So the first match I played against was it was like a red burn deck. It was like not a lot of creatures. I think maybe just like Grims and Mogs, something like that. And then like the 4 Pyrostatics main and that kind of a thing. And the game was basically just like he tried to kill me with guys. I killed his guys. And then I was just like protect life total. Eventually was able to just, I think, burn out with like Curse Scroll or something like that, and just playing burn cards. And then game 2, I wound up siding in the Ravenous Baloths, took out some of the Oaths because I was like, I don't think these are really going to happen. And put in some other like naturalizers and things. And so I opened a hand that was like Pyrostatic Pillar and Baloth and like lands. I was like, yep, we're shipping it. This is gonna get there. And so he goes to like turn 1, Bolchi or whatever. I go, Treetop Village. He goes, okay, I'm gonna play a Pyrostatic Pillar. I was like, sweet, okay, I'm gonna play a Pyrostatic Pillar. And then now we have 2 of them on the board. And he's like, oh no. Proceeds to kind of be like a little bit cautious, playing stuff down, and then I get to play Ravenous Baloth. Now I have a 4/4, and there's 2 pillars on the board.
That's just yeah.
And that's how that game went.
It's basically like build your own standstill.
Yeah, right.
This is a much more aggressive standstill.
Yeah.
All right, you heard it here first. Parasitic Pillar is basically the red standstill.
It's just the red. Yeah, it's the red standstill. Except it doesn't go away.
It doesn't go away. That's hilarious.
Standstill.
I thought you were gonna tell me like, oh, I just cast a Blistering Firecat, and now they have to pay 4 life for a lightning bolt to kill the cat. But
that was also thinking about it.
But the Baloth is just so much better. Yeah, because
that guy's sweet. I might even run another one of those guys. Every time I saw him, I was like, yo, this is the guy. See, the second game was up against it was Terrageddon. It was Terrageddon. It was not the same player. I think it was Jeremy playing Terrageddon. And that was really it basically just like plays Terravore and then Armageddon's, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I definitely die. And the next time it was just like Sphere Resistance, port you down, blow up some lands, and those were quick games. And I was in the 1-1 bracket. And then after that, I don't remember the exact order in which the rest of the matches played, but I also played against Mike on the green red sort of zoo Sligh green red aggro deck. And those were some good back and forth. The first one, I was able to resolve an oath, and like he had like lava darts in the yard, and he like keeps killing the Firecats, and I just keep shipping more Firecats. But eventually, I only have the 4 of them in the deck, and it's game 1. So it got down to a point where I'd gotten 3 of them, and I probably had like 14 cards in my library or something like that. And like luckily, I had been able to barely snipe the Quirion Dryad. And so we were kind of in a slog of like playing elephants, playing Earthquake, blowing up our elephants. And then eventually I'd gotten the life totals down low enough, and I had a fling in hand that I was like, okay, I think at this point I can do it. Basically burn him down to 7, and then proceed to resolve Oath with only 1 creature left in the deck and like 14 cards. Flip down, keep flipping, get to the second to last card is Blistering Firecat, which means I could draw 1 card and not die.
Yeah.
And then got to send in. And then game 2, he was just too fast. Just got a bunch of guys out, naturalized my oath. I was like, oh no, died. And then game 3, I got 2 Ravenous Baloths, and that's a real good card against red.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was basically just able to beat down from there. And let's see. The another one, these might have happened in the opposite order, but the next one was let's see, against I believe it was Justin on a I think he called it like Heavy Metal Bridge or something like that. It was like a black like a black mud prison ensnaring bridge, like Null Brooch. Like it was basically like a I don't have a hand size deck.
Ooh,
hold on.
Justin
this was Hadley, 10th place. 10th place.
Yeah.
This list is sick.
Bunch of cards I've never seen in my life.
I don't know what this does. The beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player loses X life versus the number of cards in their player's hand minus. Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
And then Enchanted has what? Oh, it costs 6 mana though. It costs 6
mana. Yeah.
All right. I mean, there's only one copy. I guess it makes sense. Okay. So at the beginning of your opponent's upkeep, the player loses X life, whereas X is the number of cards in the player's hand minus the number of cards in your hand. Okay, so I guess you always have 0 because
Nullbrush discards your hand.
I think this thing discards your hand too, right?
Grafted Skullcap. Yep.
At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card. Then okay, then discard it. This list is wild.
This list is sick. It's got
got
2 of the Demon's Wish too.
Demon's Wish? Which one? Oh no, you're talking about
Death Wish.
Top left.
Death Wish.
Or yeah, it's one of 2 Death Wishes.
Yeah, actually, I think I just bought a couple of those in paper because there was one legacy list that was running this card. So like, but it's definitely something that I thought about. Like, why is the card never see playing pre-modern? Like,
yeah,
I was thinking like a deck like Iggy Pop or something could use this card, but I don't know if Cunning Wish maybe just what all they need. They don't need to have like any card, I guess. Like, but Jester's Cap's really fun.
Yeah, actually, at one point, Justin was playing against the Fluctuator player. I think it was after I played the Fluctuator player.
Oh,
and I walked over. I walked over, and there was a Jester's Cap in the yard, and Justin's like looking through the Fluctuator player's deck, and I'm just like, "Oh no!" I just walked in on a crime.
That's funny. Yawgmoth's Agenda. You can't cast more than one spell each turn. You may play lands cards spells from your graveyard. You may play lands and cast spells from your graveyard. The card will be put into your graveyard. Okay. So is this kind of like just a Yawgmoth's Will that you can just use one card per turn, I guess?
Oh.
Yeah. From your graveyard, yeah. But
yeah.
So it's like Yawgmoth's Will plus what do you call it? Arcane Lab.
Yeah. That's funny.
Unnatural Hunger. Enchanted creature at the beginning of your upkeep, enchanted creature's controller desire deals damage equal to the creature's power to that players unless they sacrifice another creature their choice. I mean, it does cost 5 mana, I guess. I don't know if that's. I mean, I feel like these are just kind of like
the mana base. That's a beautiful mana base.
That's true. There's
some dynamos.
And charcoal, diamond, and
plenty of mana. Plenty
of mana, sure. I mean, they all seem to be like Death Wishes targets.
Yeah,
right?
they're just like targets.
Yeah.
Very specific.
I know this card here because I remember there was an Oath deck that used to run this card, right? Guild Feeder.
Huh.
Yeah.
Because you could run Oath of Druids and Ensnaring Bridge. And you can attack with this guy.
Oh, it's 0 draw. Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah. If he's in block, defending player loses 1 life for each card in their graveyard. Yeah. And it's got Fear. Yeah, that was a kind of a fun list that I remember seeing being played. And it's a 0/4 too. It doesn't get hit by Bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really interesting list.
Yeah, those were, and there were some wacky games. The first one was, just sort of a lot of back and forth. I got Tangle Wired, and then we're sitting underneath Tangle Wire, and eventually he like gets up a Nullbruch lock, so I can't really cast spells anymore. But I think I had like just enough with like a Curse Scroll or something like that to barely burn out. And then the second game, we go to another absolute slog, and it gets, removes everything, doesn't let me have, and he doesn't run any creatures, so I just have to take all the oaths out. So it's never going to trigger.
Not going to trigger ever.
No. And Ensnaring Bridge is real good against Blistering Firecat. So that was awkward too. And it was like Ensnaring Bridge, and then eventually I couldn't draw enough burn to get past the bridge, and he killed me with the Caustic Tar, the six mana enchant your land.
Really?
And they just end a turn bolt. And I'd be like, I hope I draw a bolt. And he's like, cool, I don't need to. End a turn bolt. I'm like, ah. wound up getting pretty down to the wire because I was like I think I was like 1 mana off at some point of being able to like cast the cat and fling it, but it's like that deck's just constantly taxing you, and then another Tangle Wire comes down, and you're like, no, it was so close, and then finally in game 3, we get another just a total grinding slog, and another early Tangle Wire, and then he puts a smokestack down, and so now we're losing things to smokestack. I'm like, with what mana I can under Tangle Wire smokestack, like chipping away with burn cards here and there. And eventually I draw him down, and we get to a point where he ticks up his own smokestack to 2. Time in the round gets called. We're now in turns. Smokestack goes over to me with time in the round. I sack both of my remaining lands and draw a card. It's Lightning Bolt. He is at 3. I'm like, all right. Goes back to him. He sacks the smokestack and something, Tangle Wire or something. And it goes back to me on the last turn. Oh, it's a Wooded Foothills. Yeah, so I barely was able to get that. But that was
that's
like
as
the
close as it gets,
top decks. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Those are good games. And then I'm trying to think. Oh, the next one that I played was against Cradle Control. I don't remember. I think it was Chris.
You may have to go to next page.
Yeah, it might be page 2. Yeah.
I was just curious, because some of those.
Oh yeah.
We don't. I can see.
Dealey. Yeah, that's the one. Pretty sure. Doing what I think is like a Cradle Control. Yeah. The Avalanche Riders, and
I didn't have Avalanche Riders in my list. I'm like fairly sure. I can't remember.
I think again, I wish I was like I had more time in the day to look at everything that I want to look at it. But I did see Francisco Palushev's he did post a YouTube video with this. Well, I don't know if it's exact same 75, but he had Avalanche Riders, but I don't remember if it was his own list or he said it was from someone else. But maybe there's a chance that this person also watched the same video, and it's a sweet deck though. You try some Cradle Control in Pre-Modern too, so I also did not have Avalanche Riders in the list that I played.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I first saw that, I was confused in game 1 because Avalanche Riders came down off of Survival, and like I didn't know there was like a Survival Ponza deck, but I guess it kind of exists now. Yeah. But yeah, the game 1 was sort of like play some birds, you kind of fight back and forth bolts. Eventually, I like get I think a Call of the Herd token or maybe like a Treetop Village, and I'm beaten in with my little 3/3s. End up chewing through a wall of roots. He's trying to do survival stuff. Does end up pulling out an Avalanche Riders. Lays that down, so I'm like back down on mana, but I get just enough to be able to attack in. And like he's at a point where he has like a wall of roots and a Llanowar Elves or something like that. And he's let like 11. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna attack with my Call of the Herd token and my face down 2/2. And he's like thinking, and he's like, yeah, okay, sure. That gets through. I was like, cool, I'm gonna morph it face up, and I tap 2 mountains. He's like, why are you tapping mountains? And I'm like, it's Blistering Firecat.
Actually, that's what I asked. I was gonna ask you that because when you morphed with your deck, did people like knew what you were doing, or is it like that surprise? Like, no, here's what it's a cat.
Yeah, some people knew what I was doing. And they'd be like, oh no, and they either would kill it or be like, all right, guess I'll take 7.
Because I guess like coming from the color combination you're playing, like I guess they would think that's an Antico Vigilante, probably, right? Like,
yeah,
I guess I'm trying to think of another green-red card that like knows. Am I missing something here? Like maybe. No, I think Vigilante is the only one, right?
Yeah. I feel like when I see a face down card, it's either Exalted Angel or Vigilante.
In black, sometimes the one that sweeps the board too. The
was Bane
of
the Living.
Bane Living? Is that what is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Current, help me out here.
That's the black one, right?
Oh, Bane Living. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That guy. Yup.
Yeah, but you're right. Yeah, like if it's in red, usually, or red green is usually, I guess, an Tuco Vigilante, and so you attack for 7 is like surprise.
So surprise, and it's 10 damage, and I just flash a lava dart out of the graveyard.
That's
and yeah, so that was a bit of a surprise win there because he had survival on, and it was like I was not going to win a grind game, so I was fun to get in with the little trick. You got to get your tricks every once in a while when you're playing nonsense.
Oh yeah,
it's the it's the advantage, right? And and then game 2, it's like he goes like turn 1 elf or whatever, and I go turn 2 Oath of Druids, and he just looks and he goes, "Oh, I did not realize this was what was happening here." And then it's just the gun starts going. You just start throwing Firecats, and
every turn there's one coming down.
There's another one. Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was fun. I think I actually pulled in against this one. Oh right, no, that was it, right? Because I didn't actually get Firecats off of it. What I ended up getting was I pulled in a Terravore from the board. So I have one Terravore because I'm like, who's gonna blow up my lands anyway? So I want to have one Terravore. And I flipped 8 lands into a Terravore, and it's a green-red deck, and it's a 10/10, and so I was able to just kind of beat in from there. Like I said, in for 17 by hard casting a Firecat. It's like, damn it.
Hells yeah.
Yeah, then drew the last one, and then got into top 8, and it was once again that same Welder survival deck, Wyatt, and game 1 I was able to
taken out by the same person.
The same guy, yep, in a row, both of us. And I had answers for everything. Game 1 was able to bolt the bird, naturalize main deck the survival, was able to earthquake the deranged hermit, just had it all go, and it was great. And then was eventually able to get in there and fling a Firecat for Xaxes of 14, which is pretty sweet after the earthquake. And then game 2, I thought I was like, oh no, I'm gonna play Oath. It's gonna be great. Doesn't even know I'm on it. He of course still had all the enchantment, artifact enchantment removal. He figured it out at this point, and immediately naturalizes it. And then I realized like, oh, the rest of this is not great. And so I'm trying to get in there with the Call of the Herd or whatever, and it's just like no, Fortress Skellions. And then game 3, I had another one where I tried for a turn 2 Oath. It gets naturalized, and I realized my hand is like Fling and a Firecat, and then it's like, oh no, this is not enough damage. This is not going to get there.
I mean, as soon as you get to 6 mana,
right? Yeah. But then he's like starts to do stuff. So I ended up trying to do like some Curse Scrolls and trying to like burn his board out. But I think that I probably should have taken Curse Scroll out in both of those, because both times I was trying to like attrition down with Curse Scroll at least a little bit in games 2 and 3, and it's like, if there is a survival, I do not win a war of attrition. That's just not going to happen 100%. So
yeah, Survivor's pretty good at doing that.
It. Yeah. That part is super sweet.
The inevitability is nonsense.
Yeah.
If we've learned anything.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I like to play Genesis. I guess current is not as high on that one, but like Genesis and survival for me is just like, I can play this game for forever.
I think Genesis is like worth testing in the slot that's a Collar of the Claw, probably, to like be like, I'm going to like get recovery from Wrath. I guess Genesis is probably better in a lot of cases than Collar of the Claw, because Collar of the Claw also runs like risk getting countered, and it's only niche in like match removal scenarios, where Genesis is like, I can just keep buying stuff back. So that's fair.
Yeah. I mean, I was looking at Kelso's deck here too. Like, I guess it's kind of hard for you to like side out the oaths, and I mean, can you turn into like a burn deck, I guess, or a Sligh deck?
Not really. You can turn into a really bad Sligh deck. You can, because I mean, it's like there were games that I just played burn spells until their life total was gone. But usually it helps to resolve at least a Firecat, or like you play an elephant token or two, and try and get in for a little bit there. Or Treetop Village tries to beat in a couple of times. So it's like it's like a bad zoo deck if it doesn't have Oath going off, which is a little bit awkward. You can also, Curse Scroll can grind out games for sure. And it does have 2 Fire Blasts, so it's like a little bit, but yeah, there were a couple of games where I did side out all the Oath of Druids and just pull in like just more creatures because
burn spells and creatures, I guess. All right, yeah. Burn spell, Parasitic Pillar, like I guess.
Parasitic Pillar, yeah, which is pretty much I mean that's like the biggest burn spell if it's good. It's there's not really anything that does more damage than that in the times when it does damage.
What was the reason for the 2 Lava Darts? Is just because something can go to the graveyard?
That was part of it. There, it's also just good against creature decks, which. I mean, a lot of the cards in the deck are kind of just good against creature decks. But yeah, I also just liked that when you mill it in with Oath of Druids, you can just get it for free, which is pretty cool. But it is one of those it's kind of contingent on if you activated Oath, and if you're activating Oath, you're probably in a good spot. So it's like
it does clear out those 1/1 blockers though that keep your flings live. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I was happy to see. I've never flashed back a Firebolt. I don't think. Maybe one time, but I don't think I ever flashed back a Firebolt. But there were many times when I was digging through my graveyard thinking, oh crap, is this a Lava Dart? That'd be so sweet if there were Lava Darts in here and it was Firebolts instead. And I was like, dang it.
Firebolt's like 5 to bring it back, right? Yeah.
Yes, 5 to bring it back to the ton.
So much mana.
Not recently, but I published a video I was playing one of the green red what's the name of the Devastating Dreams deck, and I think it was I don't know if you guys know what that card does.
Devastating Dreams, these cards are random and it just X's every value that it could X.
It destroys lands and deals damage to creatures. And I think it was the list that I had some Firebolts, and I remember that was kind of hard to flash it back. I also tried in a fair green red. What's the name of the druid? No, the hermit. The hermit. The combo hermit, but
Hermit Druid.
Hermit Druid. Yeah.
Hermit Druid. Hermit Druid.
Yes.
Yeah, Hermit Druid. I tried a fair green red Hermit Druid deck. It had basic lands and stuff, so it was just mostly to put stuff in the graveyard, for threshold creatures. And I had no Firebolts too. Yeah, every time I'll mill the Firebolt, I was like, nah, this costs so much mana to flash back. So yeah, maybe Lava Darts is just better. I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking about just running 4 of them. I'm not sure how many more times I'm going to run this deck. It was pretty sweet, but it's I don't know. I mean, I guess that's sort of what you playing with it. It's very easy with Sligh to be like, okay, I know what I did wrong. I know what I need to change. I know what I leave. Mm-hmm. I can identify where things went wrong. And with this, I'm just some of the games I lost, I'm just I don't know if there was anything that could have happened there, and I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, there's also a lot of cool things to do in pre-modern, right? So you don't have to stick to the same deck for too long if you don't want to. Just
totally
just try something else. So yeah. So I guess say congrats to Chris, right? He took down.
Congrats.
His 4th win. 4th win.
Wow. 4th win. Wow.
Woo. Yeah.
Chris becoming the end boss in Portland.
Almost there. Hasn't beat our local win streaker, Alec. I think Alec has 5, 6 wins maybe. Playing Oath Ponza. So or Overlords.
Interesting. Qatar's Desire. That is a Chris deck. I also just bought some ivory masks because we had that conversation on the show.
Kelso, I had a question for your deck list, actually, really quick. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't mean to cut you off there, Mario. My fault.
That's all good.
I just want, before we wander too far from it. Had you considered Valk Spray at all as something to play that might be useful to you?
That actually sounds great. That sounds super good. I nod.
Yeah. I hate to suggest it because it's obviously very good against me, but Valk Spray seems like it would be so sick in this deck.
Yeah. Yeah, because that would be beautiful. It could take Earthquake's place too. Or because being able to flash it back is super sweet. There were a number of times where getting a big Earthquake was really nice. Earthquaking for 3 was really good. But it could also be some number of where the Lava Darts are. Just I don't know if I need
or the Firebolts.
Or the Firebolts, run 2 and 2 or something.
Yeah, I just, again, to continue the train of thought, yeah, Firebolt does not seem like a lot of value for 5 mana. So
No.
might just be better switching those to like bulk sprays and keeping your lava darts at 2, and then having some like game against go wide 1/1s or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, against goblins and elves, of course.
Right.
Yeah. Again, I feel bad for suggesting it.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Yeah, it's villainous.
Hey, my deck is really bad against parasitic. I'm sorry, lava spray, but maybe you should play that card.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there's thinking about things to do, like what if they don't play a creature? And I'm like, I still don't know. I don't know. I guess you just cast lightning bolts and hope they don't have a plan, but usually they do.
You cast your Firecats.
You cast your Firecats, right? Yeah. Which I was kind of realizing, like there is some value, because like I took the 4 ball lightnings out from the 8 ball lists. Because I was like, well, I don't want to be flipping into ball lightning. I don't really want to be casting any of them. But then, kind of realizing, like, in those situations where you don't have oath, having more than 4 total creatures that deal a good amount of damage could be kind of relevant. So yeah,
makes sense. Let's see. What's that Machine Head? That's another one that we don't see a lot. Level-born Muse. Okay, so this is actually like Machine Head, like. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Nate was the only 12-pointer to sneak into the bottom of top 8. The Machine Head player.
That's sweet. And this Iggy Pop. Okay, that's a.
Yep.
Thrashing Wumpus. Wow. Really like that card too. I wonder why they have Thrashing Wumpus in this deck.
Alternate win condition, I suppose. Dark Ritual that stuff out. I don't know.
I guess it is a pestilence on a creature. I don't know if that's a Redstone Portal. Okay, that's kind of that. Yeah, that's. I mean, I don't need many reasons to try. I always thought about playing this card like in the Rock, but I just never. I never thought it was like actually good enough. That was 5 mana. I don't know. I feel like Primata kind of has like a soft lock, like soft cap at 4 for creatures. I think like anything above 4, like, no, it has to be really, really good, or but it's elves though. Like, no, you like,
there are other 20 mana. Elves that play that card, sir. This is
the Rock is the one that plays it, I think, right? And survival decks.
And survival decks.
Not
but those decks all like Cradle, guys. Cradle, like, which making 5 mana is not that hard. Like,
yeah, it's super good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Then of course.
Yeah,
okay. So this is like a
list yet.
Yeah, this was 4. Jeff's Sligh list.
With 4 decks in the main deck, and no ball lightnings.
No ball lightnings. No
Flame
control,
Rift, which is apparently like, I don't know, it's the big thing like for Sligh players to argue, which is if it's good or not.
Yeah. I tried it for a little while. I played the Team Trios deck that I had for that. Had 4 Flame Rifts and no ball lightnings, and it does damage. 4 is a lot of damage. 4 is like meaningfully more than 3. So like that's pretty sick. I did get to have the achievement unlock against Enchantress, where I had them at 3 and me at 2, and I got to cast a Flame Rift to draw the game.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool, but if that was ball lightning, I would have won that game still.
You would have won
drawing it, so
which might be cooler than just drawing the game.
Yeah.
Damn. This just in.
Yeah, interesting. They have they didn't have as many. Well, 4 Barbarian Rings and 4 Mishra's Factory.
4 factories. Interesting.
I think the last 3 or 4 times that I played Sligh or Magical Line, the list I played all had like Mishra's Factories. Like, but I don't think I've ever played 4 Barbarian Rings and 4 Flame Rifts in the same list. Like, also, I don't think I've ever ran this many like enchantments like in my. Because there's no Curse of Scroll too.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many ways you can like play Sligh in Pre-Modern.
Yeah. And this one very much feels like a burn deck. Like this is red burn.
Yeah,
like, there's not a bunch of little creatures. You're not really getting in there. You're not like stacking up.
There's not even Jekyll Pups, right? Yeah, so
yeah, not even pups.
Yeah, this deck's kind of pre-boarded for like Oath. Like not really.
Oh yeah, that
Not
seems like it would be a nightmare for Oath. You're already there.
I'm just never casting a creature that's actually staying the board. Like, I mean, except for the Green Lava Mancer, but like, yeah.
You can do the heroic maneuver.
Yeah, because one of the things I think feels bad, like if you're playing Sligh, like if you go turn 1 pup and they go like, all right, Mox Diamond, Oath of Druids, go, and you're like, oh, I guess I have to bolt my own pup here because like, or it's gonna get bad real fast. Yeah. But interesting. Oh, cool. So
that's cool.
36 is that 34 players? Is that correct, Corinne?
Yeah, 34 players. That is correct. It was a nice
won the whole thing.
big monthly. Yeah.
Would you guys have any prizes on the line, or is it like because I saw the
yeah. So there were a bunch of Euro basics available that were given to top 8. I won a swamp off mine. I don't know which one you got, Kelso.
Yeah, I got a swamp as well.
Nice. We both got swamps.
I don't remember which one.
The Euros?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen those.
Yeah.
Terrible for me to try to find it. I don't even know because
yeah,
I don't even know like how
badly.
Say what?
This will work. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I don't even know because like when Euros were like published, where this isn't this is the APAC, right?
APAC, yeah.
Is this no?
It has the swamp symbol.
Oh, okay. All right, let's see. It's got to be the next page then. Is that one of these?
Yeah, the one to the left there is the one I got.
Yeah, and I have the one to the right.
Oh, cool. Oh, they're pricey.
Yeah, no, the basics, that they gave out to top 8 were super dope.
Yeah.
And then I also got a like a 4/4 beast token from the corresponding set. I think it was just Onslaught or something.
Oh, cool.
That said top 4. I don't know, what token did you get, Kelso?
I think I got a zombie.
Oh yeah,
a zombie.
One of the unglued zombies. So
cool.
That was it.
Oh, those zombies. Oh, those are cool.
Yes. Yeah, the unglued ones. Yeah,
I love.
It's great.
I think I have a stack of those. Not the zombies. I played a bunch of goblins like in Legacy at one point. So like, and then I was playing. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, that's my favorite set for tokens. It's again one of those things. I have like I think I bought like 20 of them like on my DCG card, like waiting for me to buy some zombies. Like, yeah. That's cool. Hold on.
Those are the prizes. Yeah, it was a charity event still. Like all our tournaments are charity events, so
cool.
It's just prize support.
Do they help like a specific charity or?
The default choice for the PM organizers is Blanchett House, which is oh gosh, I feel like I should have some information available on this as I bring it up. But the winner of each monthly can actually choose where the donation money goes. So,
cool.
But yeah, Blanchett House is a they do like hot meals, farm programs, house programs, women's shelters in the Oregon area. So it's a cool cause. And again, the winner can also choose a cause that they really care about as well. So always good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun. Sounds like a good idea for an event to help other people, I guess.
Yeah. That's been every single PM monthly that we've had. So for
PMPMPMPM.
Yeah, sorry, PM4. And 37 tournaments. So.
Is this like on purpose or is it like a typo?
Yeah, that's on purpose.
Okay.
It stands for Portland Monthly Pre-Modern Paper Magic.
I can never remember what the last
pre-modern.
You always say pre-modern.
No, I said Portland month. Oh, I did say it. Didn't I? Portland monthly, pre-modern, paper magic. I don't remember what the fourth one is either. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Event.
Parody event. Parody what?
Mavent.
Mavent. Okay, that's a new word. Cool.
Yeah.
And then we got like Super Bowl numbers there. Cool.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Cool.
I don't know what PN4 stands for.
It's like I haven't played any of them, of course, because I'm not in the West Coast. But like Lucky is it wasn't like is that a new location?
No, that's the same. It's always been.
Is that a brewery?
Yeah, it's our brewery spot. Okay. Yep.
Cool. Yeah, I can't wait because like we're one of the shops here. I think I told you they're going to start hosting pre-modern events here in Richmond again. So like I'm very very excited for that. Like and it's not at a brewery, but it's like a part of Richmond that has like I think we have like 6 or 7 breweries like within a few blocks. And it's we go there to that store now to play Legacy once a month. So but now we kind of talk to them like, hey, can we do like pre-modern too? And they're like, yeah, of course. And they're like, it's like a younger guy that owns a store with his wife, and he's like, yeah, it's like they're really like into like retro games, but upstairs they do like a bunch of TCGs, and we basically just they just take suggestions and they go with it. So I think the first one's supposed to run this month, so kind of excited to get to play some pre-modern for real, because like right now the only time I play pre-modern paper is like either when I travel to an event or when I play pre-modern between rounds of Legacy with other people that bring their pre-modern decks, but we never like play like a structure event. So I was like, so I'm kind of excited for that. But yeah, did you guys want to? I mean, I think we kind of like looked at this right before we're gonna record, but there was a 156 player event in Bologna, Italy, this past weekend. It was during the Four Seasons. I don't think any of those matches were on camera. I think everything else was like the other formats that they were hosting. Okay. But speaking of red green decks, if you're talking about like how Michael was playing, that was a deck that ended up winning the whole thing.
This one has Ruwalas in it. The other one did not. Or Myongrolls. Yeah, this is not the same list.
Wastelands, it's definitely a different thing.
Yeah. There are no Quirion Dryads.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no Quirion Dryads, yeah.
Yeah, there would have been more Lava Darts too. Yeah, this is a bit different than what Mike was playing, but this is a cool looking list.
2 Rancors.
It's a lot of damage.
I always feel like if you're playing these decks, like I want to like have 4 Rancors in my decks that run the Rancors, but obviously you can't run all the cards that you want to run, right? So like kind of they had like Fire and Ice. They do have City of Brass.
The City of Brass
for the blue mana that you win sometimes, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have an effect, right? That does the 2 damage to 2 permanents in. There is the other one where they cost 3 mana, like Arc Lightning, right? I think that's the other one, but that's 3 mana.
Yeah,
3 mana for 3. Is that right?
Yeah, I think Arc Lightning is 3, and then you can deal. Yeah, because I think it was originally from like Tempest or Weatherlight. Oh, never mind. There's a Saga. Yeah, it's 3 mana, deals 2 damage by as you choose. Okay, but it was also sorcery speed too. Never mind.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So I think maybe the Fork Bolt effect. You're like, no, 2 mana. Ping 2 things, I guess. Maybe that's why they have this in their deck, I guess.
It is good. It doesn't hit your own stuff if you're running little guys. You can do a one-sided Volk Spray impression.
Right. It's not like a Pyroclasm that kills your own creatures too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And again, they do have Cedar Breast if they really want to tap something. If you want to pay 1 life to tap something, you can. And you draw a card too. I don't know. So maybe.
Yeah.
They have some Simoons in the sideboard.
Simoon.
Yeah. I hate that they showed this art. I like the other one better, I think. Because I think this card was originally from a Visions, I think.
It sounds like a Visions card.
Yeah, Vision, because I remember the thing with the monkey.
The monkey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the Invasion one played against me at the event, so.
Oh, let's just add salt to the wound.
Yeah.
Soon. The monkey. Do you think it like deals psychic damage like if they counter your stuff like with a SpongeBob counter spell?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Okay.
Winky Fizz.
But this one I guess this one is pretty modern, so it's fine. You wouldn't know anything about that.
I know that we did see my Slivers deck list in paper, right? We saw the photo, in the last episode, maybe.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only picture I remember right now seeing on Discord was like you and Patrick Chapin. That's the only one I remember right now.
All right, that's completely unrelated, but
emo Curran taking pictures with Patrick Chapin.
But I was playing the SpongeBob counterspells and the Garfield Swords of Plowshares as proxies.
That's Swords of Plowshares. I don't know, Curran. I don't know what to tell you.
That I have taste. Thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah, Replenish got second place. That's a deck that I don't know, man. I fucking hate playing against Replenish. I'm just gonna tell you. I don't think it needs to be banned or anything like that. Say what?
You swore about it. You're so angry about it.
I don't like playing against Replenish. I'm just saying it's a good deck, but I like to play decks that are like funny with creatures or sometimes I like to play Enchantress. Guess what deck can never beat Enchantress? I mean, Enchantress can never beat is this deck, and it doesn't seem like it doesn't matter what like variation of Replenish. Like no, it's just really hard for Enchantress to beat it, or if I'm playing decks like goblins or something like that, it's just like really hard to beat the Opalescence Parallax Wave combo too. So it's like, but yeah, no, we thought the deck was kind of dying because of the banning, and it didn't. So we got Psychotog. This looks like more like the blue black I guess no, they only have one circular logic. I was gonna say more like madness Psychotog like we used to see before. But there's a Sligh. Oh, Goblin Patrol.
Yeah, that's what I'm running that boy.
You like that one?
Yeah, this is like similar though not exact, but it has the same creature package that I've got 2 Goblin Patrols. The other one that people are doing is Cadets too.
I was gonna ask you that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Cadets makes me physically ill, and like I understand that in a way that's like a mental skill issue, but like I look at that card and I think about casting it and like my body hurts. I'm like I know that when it's good, it's just so good. Just like how often are you attacking it into a 1/1 realistically? But like more than never, I don't know. That's I don't know. It just blocks or becomes blocked. Just gain control of it, takes out of combat.
And it happens like before damage, right?
Yeah. It just goes to their side. They just have it now. I'll go with the Enchantress. No, it goes to their side. Any 1/1, no, goes to their side. People say like, oh, it's about 0-4s, but like anything.
When do you want to? Well, is this better than any other option? Like, is it better than Patrol?
There are people that make that argument. I mean, against something like a deck that doesn't really run very many creatures, it's just better. It costs half as much mana. That's twice as better. It is. I mean, it's against like the mirror a lot of the time. It's still going to get in there. Either you're killing their creatures, or they're killing your creatures, or you're just getting in and like them bolting your patrol after you pay for it sucks. In general, getting your patrol killed after you pay for it sucks. So like in any of the matchups where you could reasonably spend all of your burn to just kill every creature in front of you, Cadets is like as good as it gets for a 1-drop. So like I get it, but yeah, he can't block, can't be become blocked. That was a sentence, but yeah.
Also, why the hell is this card a $3 card? I'm just saying. That is crazy.
Romario, looping back to your earlier question, I had to double check with one of the tournament organizers, and I have your answer as to why we are PMPMPMPM. So we are Portland Monthly, pre-modern, paper magic afternoons.
Oh, okay. All right. I would have not guessed that one.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I was like, I've seen the wording before, and I keep like, my brain was just like, afternoons. That doesn't start with P or what is going on? Oh wait, hold on.
Is that AM?
So that's the reason.
Interesting.
Now you know.
Now I know. PMPMPMPM. Yeah, movement control. That guy. So this. This top 8 is kind of like, I guess, a normal pre-modern top 8, right? Nothing too.
Yeah.
Curious about
crazy.
that and still list. Can you pull that up real quick? Just want to
Which
take
one?
a peek at it. The 8th place and still.
Oh, and still.
Yeah. Just wanted to take a peek at the list. Oh, they have an exile. That's crazy. What is that?
Just there's a card called Exile?
Yeah, it's like a Source of Plowshares. It was
interesting.
I'll look it up here. I'll pull it up. It was like a chase card when I first started playing Magic. I remember that's how I know the card. It's from Alliances.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, so remove target non-white attacking creature from the game, gain life equal to the creature's toughness.
Wow.
I guess being target non-white, I don't think that really matters in pre-modern at the moment, right?
I don't think it matters too much.
It's like Angel is the only card that sees play, I guess. Like you're gonna be targeting with this.
Well, I mean, what if you want to get Savannah Lions off the table, or Mario? Or what about a Silver Knight? Have you heard of Mono White aggro?
If you lose with this deck to Mono White aggro, you should probably go play Sligh. You know what? Go play Sligh. Sell your Dust Bowls, sell your Humilities, and just buy some Ball Lightning, some Lightning Bolts.
Yeah, go lose to Silver Knight anyway.
Yes. Oh, and don't forget to buy your Anarchies too. There you go. Oh, hold on a second. I was gonna ask Kelso, and we can talk about like a little bit of Sligh. There's a card that I used to try to play in. I tried to play in Legacy. It's from ABU, like no, but I just gonna pull up the one for 4th edition, I guess. Someone, I think it's funny, but I don't think it would work. Conversion.
All mountains become basic plains. Oh, and then you just have to pay 2 or destroy. Okay, it's not a cumulative upkeep or anything.
No. But it does cost 4 mana.
It does cost 4 mana.
Yeah. But I was always like, oh, why don't we just play
that tiny mountain?
That gets there. I mean, you have to cast with your Barbarian Rings. Like, that's it. The 2 of them, maybe. I guess 4
that's true. Barbarian Ring does get around that. I didn't even think about that. You're right. Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah. I mean, if we have one, that's enough, right?
That's why Jeff was playing 4 Barbarian Rings. Beat the conversion.
Conversion. There you go. Hey, just need one. Just one to cast Lightning Bolt, one to cast Incinerate. It works. Yeah. Also, it would be very demoralizing if you're like conversion against Sligh. Like, no, before you, like, let's say you're like a 17 life somehow, right? You only took a bolt to the face and you got your conversion, and then they still kill you because they have 2 Barbarian Rings in play and they still keep casting burn spells, and you're like, I guess
they use their planes to play their curse scrolls and
yeah. All right, yeah, scratch that. Not a good idea. Don't do that. Don't do conversion. Don't listen to me. Yeah. What current? Like, are you trying to try to play some blue license?
I just wanted to see what was going on. That's all.
You just don't strike me as someone that would cast Wrath of God. That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't personally. I have friends who would. So, it's important that we touch on all the lists in the top 8 games.
I want to see the aggro standstill deck. Where's the aggro? It's not. I haven't seen it. It doesn't.
Aggro standstill deck.
Where's the Cloud of Fairies standstill deck?
I think aggro standstill would be. No, you can play Rebels, right? People play Rebels with standstill.
Oh, counter Rebels.
Yeah, okay. That's the aggro deck. I guess you can play.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have seen that once. I guess. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Every once in a while, you see some lane sieve and standstill in the same deck list. Well, there was the Minotaur, right?
Yeah,
Didgeridoo. Yeah, Didgeridoo is the other one.
Oh, nice.
AKA the Vial of Pre-Modern. The problem with the Minotaurs that we have in Pre-Modern, they're so bad though. Like, I don't.
They're so. Have you seen Minotaurs that have gotten printed recently? They're ridiculous, man. They're
they're not ridiculous, but they're at least bigger
compared to what we had.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Because and it's funny because like Minotaurs are supposed to be big creatures, right? But in Pre-Modern, they're not. Like, they're barely bigger than bears, which is, I don't know. But
It's kind of a weird flavor thing, right? Like you can imagine a bear going up against a minotaur very easily. It feels like a minotaur should win every time.
Yeah. The one that I always go back to is like Cloud of Fairies. I mean, not Cloud of Fairies. I'm sorry. Elvish Spirit Guide. It's like a tiny creature.
Why is that a 2/2?
But it's a 2/2.
Yeah.
It has wings, but it doesn't fly. It's and if you think about it, like, okay, well, a grizzly bear is like a 2/2 that can fight a little fairy, but somehow they're the same power and toughness. Like
they both die.
They both die.
Right? It's like a knife fight.
Some major, like, no. Yeah. Some major flavor fails. I don't know. But yeah. That was magic in the 90s, I guess. Wizards wasn't really thinking things like that.
Not yet.
Not yet.
He didn't have the scale birds in place and their system for scale birding based on power.
Oh no, what were we going to talk about again? Oh, that's right. So yeah, before we started we started talking, I mentioned that I think it was April 1996. Was it like when this thing came out? Oh, actually, hold on. This one, it says June, I guess.
Yeah. We were looking at a different thing. That was April. But...
Well, so like again, he's also another name that people like recognize from Primator, but like Saul Malka, which is, I think his name is usually associated with the Rock. He posted on I think it was on Blue Sky recently that it had been like 30 years since an article. Well, I don't think it was even an article. I think it was just like the dojo. Were you guys around for the dojo? I
that's before my time, unfortunately.
No, but for me, yeah.
I remember like seeing articles because I didn't really have access to internet like that, like back in the 90s. But I remember seeing the website, but I don't think I ever read it. But I remember there was like basically people would copy like a email chain between players, and then sometimes there'll be like a tournament report or something like that, right? And I think that was one of those that Jay, I think it was Jay Schneider. I think it was the guy that, well, he's also from the YouTube video that I was gonna post later. Yeah, Jay Schneider, explaining like how Sligh came about, right? Like, but and it was pretty interesting. Like, so I'll leave the link on the show notes. There's a website called Library of Lang that they kind of like archiving all the iconic like Magic articles and stuff, like kind of like Who's a Beatdown and the one about the Rock and Sligh. And yeah, so apparently the deck was supposed to be called Giba, and if I got it correctly from the video, it was because Jay used to play a LARP game that they had goblins, and the goblins apparently used to make a giba noise, like when they used to hit each other or something. I don't know. I never played. Karen, have you ever? Karen seemed like somebody that would have played some LARP at one point in his life.
I've never LARPed.
No.
All right. Yeah.
It looked interesting to me for like a little bit, but I never ever actually tried. Every time I see LARPing, I think of that movie with Paul Rudd.
Role models. Yep, that's
what I think. But yeah, apparently Giba, it was because one of his friends saw him build the deck and said like, oh, this is one of those Giba decks because like you have goblins, I guess, whatever. And then the real story is because Jay Schneider could not play the deck or something, so he handed it to his friend Paul Sligh, and then Paul apparently did well, and then the name stuck, so that's where the name Sligh came from. Also, I think I told Karen a bunch of times I refuse to call any red decks in pre-modern burn, like I hear other people calling. To me, it's Sligh, just because it's from that era. That's what red decks were to me. Like if I see ball lightnings and
I feel the same. Yeah,
it's Sligh. That's what it is. Like if there's some Jekyll Pups and Mog Fanatics, that's a Sligh deck. I don't know. To me, burn is like something completely different. But yeah, but it was like a really interesting article, like because he also like the idea of mana curve didn't exist before this deck. Like, they were explaining how like, you're trying to use all your resources every turn. Like, so there's a, let me see if I can actually look it up here, like real quick. Cause there was a thing that was yeah, there you go. He wrote kind of like this. So you have all the mana slots and like how many cards and stuff. And that's how you end up playing cards like, Breast Man and, things like that. So, cause I think also at that time you had to run cards from every set that was standard legal. I don't know if you guys remember that. Well, Karen doesn't remember that, but
That's wild. From all of them?
Yeah, so like you know that what's the name of that 5/5 pro white black creature from Homelands? I think it was Ishan's Shade, I think it was called. It was actually I think it saw a little bit of play like in Pre-Modern. It was a creature from Homelands in a. Let me see if I can. Oh, it's this one here. Yeah. Or Ishan's Shade, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So if you saw that card like in some like deck list from like back then, it was because you had to have at least one card of each current set. And so people like I guess saw like, well, what's playable? And then like because Homelands was like a terrible set, and I think that's why the reason like the Wizards implemented that rule, because like now the Pro Tour has always been like kind of like a promotional tour, like that was the thing that people used to say. So Ishan Shade was like one of the cards that people were running, and so I think Sligh also had some of that. Like they had some cards that they ran because they had to have a card of each standard set. So, but yeah, I'm gonna leave the links below. There's also like I think I mentioned this channel a bunch of times called the Tranquil Domain. They publish a bunch of like really cool videos about stuff like from the pre-modern era of Magic. So, and the one on Sligh was I definitely watched the video and read the article, and I was like, yeah, this is sweet.
That's cool.
Heck yeah, love it.
It's a great resource. I remember I used to read all the articles like the Making Magic and the Developing Magic and all the stuff back when they had the Wizards of the Coast like online newsletter. I don't know if you remember that, like on their website. It was in like the 2010, like 2014. I mean they might even still occasionally do it, but they were releasing like daily things, and it'd be like different members of the crew would release things on like there'd be like Tuesday I think was like Mark Rosewater, and Wednesday was like I can't remember who it was, but in the development team, and then each day of the week then there'd be like a new brews, and then they'd be like a reflecting on the state of standard, and then there'd be like tutorial things and stuff like that, and I used to just eat that stuff up.
Yeah. I don't think there's as much like written content anymore, right? I think that's probably why I think everything is nowadays like videos and pretty much videos, right? I don't think there's or podcasting, I guess maybe.
Yeah. And the sort of the video essay, the sort of in between where it's like you could watch it, you could not. It's kind of optional.
Right. Well, kind of like what we're doing right now, right? Like now people can either watch us talking or they can just like kind of do whatever while they're playing this on their other screen, right? Or something like that. So
totally.
Yeah. So I think like written content is not really. Yeah, but I was I don't think I read as much as the stuff you mentioned. I remember those articles, but I don't think I read a lot of them. Like I used to read a lot of like Star City and Channel Fireball back in the day.
Oh yeah, I remember those too. Yep.
Yeah, and then every once in a while there'll be like some website that'll pop up, like they'll have articles for like a little bit, and then sites would die out, and then new ones will come up, and like yeah. But I think nowadays I don't remember last time I read a new article. Like sometimes I go back to read the old ones, but I don't think I've read it like a new article in a while. I think kind of like that's a very pre-modern era type of thing too.
Yeah.
Cool. Man, I was gonna talk about like the rock findings, but I think I'll leave that for the next episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I played a bunch of pre-modern last week, I think, and I'll leave you guys with a joke because I was trying to record a video playing the rock, and I think I played 3 leagues in a week. Not because like I was short of time, just that the leagues would take so fucking long that I could not like. Yes, current. The rock, great deck to play in paper. Not very good to play on Magic Online. I'm just saying.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
And you've seen me playing. Like I'm not a slow player.
No, you're not.
I try to play at a reasonable pace. As you are.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, but you're playing Sligh though. Like even if you play slow, I think the game still go fast. I think.
I have to. I played Tog for one tournament. I went 0-1-2.
Okay. Yeah, you should probably stick to Sligh then for now.
Yeah.
For now. No, but yeah, I try to play because like because the rock has like that. I remember trying to play like Maverick like way back when, like in Legacy on Magic Online, and I would almost go to time because there's so many clicking things that you don't think about it. That like in paper, you just like, I'm gonna do this. Like, what's the name of the 1/1 flyer that has Pro Blue that has like the Korean Ranger
Script
ability?
Sprites? No, Script Ranger.
Script Ranger. So like something like that. Like, no, if you had a Mother Runes and Script Ranger in play, and like let's say Stoneforge Mystic, the turn that you try to put your Battle in play, give protection, untap something on Magic Online, that's like a minute. In paper, 2 seconds. It's like, I'm gonna give protection, I'm gonna tap, do this, and like no. And the Rock is a similar thing. Like no, like if you cast a Recurring Nightmare on Magic Online, you have to click on both targets, put it back in your hand, and then you're gonna cast it again. There's a trigger every time one of your creatures comes to play. If it's like a Wall of Blossoms, you draw a card. So like there's a passing priority type of deal. Obviously once or twice doesn't really add that much to the clock, but like when you think of you're playing 3 games in a match and over the course of that game there's more things like that. Yeah, long story short, those 3 leagues that I played took me like almost like a week for me to record. And also the Rock is terrible against combo. At least the list that I was playing. And so there were a couple of leagues that I got paired into like combo multiple times. I was like, I don't think anybody's going to want to watch me just like sit here and getting brain freeze like without actually being able to do anything. So I was like, all right, well, let me just scratch that one, then try to do it again. Yeah. So, but by the time this thing's coming out, I did record a league. I thought it was a sweet league. It was a very Rock league. Spoiler, I went 3-2 because that's what the Rock does. It's a very 55-45 deck. So I'm like right there, like 3-2. I did lose to 2 combo decks, which is exactly what I thought was going to happen. But it was at least like sort of interactive. So yeah, so by the time this comes out, I should have a new video on my channel. And I should have more videos coming out. It's just that this one took so long for me to record that like it literally took all my magic time to try to record this thing. So, but yeah, the Rock's sweet. I tried like 3 or 4 lists that I found online. There was a Star City event in DC, I think about a month ago. And I forgot that, I think it's Doom. He's a streamer, current, you know his name, right? Doomwake, yes. So he was playing that. So he top 8 with the Rock. I ended up playing his list. That's the one that kind of ended up settling that I liked it. And he had 2 Genesis, which is the thing that caught my attention. And had 8 walls. It had 4 Wall of Blossoms and 4
yeah, we love 8 wall.
I hate to see it.
Wall of Roots. Yeah. Actually, let's see if I can find out real quick. I think I can probably find it fairly quick here. Let me see. Oops. Let's see. Not one word. Yeah, because I tried the one from Pioneer. The hell. I tried the one from the UK Nationals. They had Veteran Explorer. Oh yeah, I think that's his name, right? So that's the list I ended up playing that I recorded. I think the only thing I wanted different was like a second Recurring Nightmare. But everything else was like, it was really cool. Also 4 Engineer Plagues, because you don't want to lose to any pesky elves or things like that. But yeah,
them fighting words.
Yeah. I also realized that I don't really know how to use Pernicious Deed very well. There were a couple of times. Well, there are a couple of times that I'm like, all right, they got 2 creatures. Maybe I should just blow this up at the end of the turn. And I don't know. I'll pass a turn and there's like another card that they cast. I was like, oh man, I really should have used Pernicious Deed on that card and not the ones that killed last turn. So, and I noticed that happened a few times in that league. And coincidentally, I was watching another YouTuber that I can't remember who it was. And they were also recording a list, a video with The Rock. And they had the totally different approach that I had. They were like, Pernicious Deed. Oh, I'm just going to hold on to this Pernicious Deed until I'm about to die. And I'm like, Pernicious Deed, I'm blowing this up next turn. So I was like, so I don't know which one is right. Maybe somewhere in the middle, probably.
Probably.
I don't think, yeah, probably. Not the one, not like me. I think the best Pernicious Deed I did was like when I was playing against Moneyball Black. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It wasn't Moneyball Black. It was a person that was playing a really cool Mono Black Bonza deck. They had basically the Stone Reigns, but all in black.
Yeah.
And we got to the point that like I had 2 cards in hand. They had 0 cards in hand. But I had a Pernicious Deed in play. And then they cast the Muse, the Dark Confidant Imprimatur, the one that you draw a card.
Graveborn.
Graveborn, yes. And I blew up for 4. And then my top decks were better than their top decks, and I ended up winning. But so there was like a one pretty for one card, but like it was definitely worth it because that card just runs away with the game if you didn't do anything. But yeah, I was a rock player for like a week, and then oh my gosh, on Magic Online, no mas. I'm not doing that again. No. I'll build a deck in paper, gladly go to my local store and play matches with the rock, but in paper, nah. I'm gonna try to go to decks that I can play matches within 10 minutes of the clock, not try to use the full 25, the Magic Online clock.
I'm surprised it's a real-time strategy game now, actually.
Oh, I mean, yeah. If I don't know how people that, but for a while, the rock was kind of hot. Like you would look at top 8 of challenges online. There was like always people top 8 with this deck or different variations of the rock too. Like doesn't mean in different ways you can build this deck. And I guess in the challenge is a little different because you have to wait for the next round to start anyways. So you can play your match and then like I don't know, take a break, whatever, go use the bathroom, whatever. But in leagues, like it just felt terrible for me. Like I just did not, because I'll play a match and I literally just want to go do something else, and then come back like an hour later and then play another match. And yeah, very different than when I was playing like Tinker Fling or something like that. That's like way quicker and or playing Sligh or Goblins or anything else. So yeah, that's my tip. If you like to play, if you want to get your money's worth on Magic Online, yeah, sure, play the rock. But if you want to like play games there like within a reasonable amount of time, yeah, play something else.
Like White Weenie.
Yeah, White Weenies, yes. Go play Seven Alliance.
Second place in this tournament, even.
Oh,
it's a good deck. Exile can't answer these creatures.
Nope. Useless.
They had Haunted Angel.
Hell yeah.
7 Alliance. They don't have the card that you mentioned. What's it called? The Knight, whatever?
Silver Knight.
Oh, yeah, there's no Silver Knight.
Oh, no. How are they going to be red?
Yeah. They just got to dodge it. Oh, the Parallax Wave. That's pretty sweet.
Oh, my God.
Battle Screech?
Yeah.
Pauper All-Star? Isn't it Pauper? No, it's not Pauper. My bad. Oh, no. I think this card was down.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. It was downshifted in like the first
Modern Masters
or something like that. Yeah. Okay. It was like Modern Masters 2013.
I was gonna say this person does not have to decide if they want to play Crusade or anything else because there is no any of those cards. None of the ones that like pump their team. It's not really like a white mini, I guess. This is more like, I don't know, white aggro, I guess.
A Qatar's Desire in the sideboard, shout out Cruz.
It's only one. Oh, they have 2 Enlightening Tutors.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, look at this board. It's already Sphere of Law.
Thalia, if you order Thalia from Timo.
Yeah.
Thalia home. Huh?
Thalia home. Thalia at home.
Yeah. Mama went Thalia. We have Thalia home. Currents, this is gonna be your next deck. It sounds like you want to play some Silver Knights. You can just put Silver Knights in this deck, and
I don't know. I'm probably not. I gotta scramble for a TOC invite still. You know, like I gotta get my seat in the Tournament of Champions.
What do you need to do? Wait, hold on. How do you get that?
You need to win a 9+ player event that is submitted online to like TC Decks or something like that. Anybody in the country is eligible, as I understand it.
Okay.
And it's hosted in Portland in January 2027. And or our scene has been handing out invites. Other pre-modern crews have been like getting invite information to their folks. And yeah, not sure what the cap on the tournament will be, but the wording is you need to win a 9+ player event that is submitted.
9+?
Yeah, to be eligible to enter the Tournament of Champions.
You guys ain't gonna end up like with 200 people.
Yeah, if everybody like wants to fly out to Portland, like you have to travel to like play the event. Like it might not be worth it to everybody, but it will be a big prize pool and it will be a bunch of heady players. So
you don't think you guys can have? Okay, hold on a second. I think you're not thinking this is the right way. Isn't like how far is Washington from you guys? Like Seattle?
Seattle is like 3.5 hours by car.
Okay, how many people play Pre-Modern there?
A lot.
Okay, you don't think all of them can win a 9+ event like between now and 2027?
Not all of them. No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I mean, they probably run like 1, maybe 2 things a month. Like maybe. I don't even know what their like schedule is, but it also has to be like notable enough to be submitted to a deck list website. It can't just be your random weekly or whatever. It has to like get submitted. So
all right, Current, I'm calling right now. I think you guys gonna end up with more than 100 players there.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll find out in January.
Here's to hoping.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be cool. I'm not saying that this is like a bad thing. I'm saying like that'd be cool.
Yeah, no, I think Tom was dreaming big, and we're gonna see how it pans out. So
all right, but you're still chasing your spot in the event.
Yeah, invites don't pass down. You have to be a winner.
Okay.
Only champions are allowed at the tournament, so you got to.
Is that why you've been traveling to Canada sometimes to go visit Elliot?
I mean, I've been going to Canada to visit Elliot primarily because Elliot's a friend, and I like supporting his events. And
but then if you happen to win, it'll also be cool because then you get your spot.
Yeah, maybe. I don't actually know if he was handing out TOC invites or not for down here.
It's not the U.S.
It's not the U.S.
Oh, it has to be in the U.S. too?
I think it is. I think Tom had said it has to be the U.S. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
But I'm not 100% sure. I guess I'll have to check with both Tom and Elliot. See what's going on.
Gotcha. All right. Cool. All right. Well, do you guys want to talk about anything else before we
Also, you got anything?
Anything like specific to pop up? I don't really know. I mean, game's good. It's been really interesting playing Pre-Modern after not having played Magic for a long time, and you kind of like I would keep up with it a little bit on like Reddit and stuff, and you hear like percolating, but like on Reddit it's mostly just people complaining, right?
I was about to say,
so you're like, oh man, this must suck. Like Magic must be in a terrible state right now, And then I get back into playing Magic again. And maybe it's just because it's Pre-Modern. Maybe it's just because the game never, for a moment, was bad. But it's like, oh, let's roll. It's great.
Yeah. Oh, hold on, Curran. Your birthday. Do you want to say anything about your birthday? I know you mentioned this.
Yeah. My birthday was 10 days ago, so that's pretty sick. I'm 32 now. That's pretty cool.
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about the concert and stuff. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We did have a show recently, me and Kelso here. I did play in all 3 bands on the bill.
Wild.
We had Wooden Maiden, the acoustic Iron Maiden band up front, where I did guitar and vocals, and the bassist in Bayou, Ben, did bass, and then my friend Aiden, who's on cello in my other project, was on a cajon, which is like a wooden drum that you kind of just sit on top of. And we played 4 Iron Maiden songs. We played Coming Home from the Final Frontier album. We played A Matter of Life and Death, For the Greater Good of God off of A Matter of Life and Death. Revelations off Peace of Mind, and Evil That Men Do off Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. So those are the songs we decided to play. It was good. And then Memento was the second band, which is a string quartet with me as the drummer playing covers. It's a very eclectic set of songs. I won't go over all of them, but it ranges from things like Toxic by Britney Spears to Helena by My Chemical Romance.
Hold on, which one?
Helena.
Oh, Helena. Okay,
Yeah. To things like Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper, to Beat It by Michael Jackson, to our most popular seems to be I Write Sins Not Tragedies by Panic at the Disco. And then we have some other fun things. No,
you guys
there's no vocals in that.
Okay.
It's all done by the string instruments, like
Gotcha,
the
gotcha,
vocalization, the harmonies, everything. So
Gotcha.
that was cool. And then yeah, we had our Bayou set where we played all the songs in our kind of like ready to go arsenal, including a new one, which is dubbed Temporal Fisher. Couldn't tell you why.
I'm wondering where you got that from.
No
Yeah.
idea. And we had a huge finale as well. Memento learned one of our songs, so the strings all came back up on stage, and all 7 musicians from the entire night played one song together called Aether Smuggling to
That's nice.
finish the night, and it was super cool. The room was packed, felt a lot of love. It was really cool. And yeah, things are just progressing pretty well. Bayou's a little over a year old now as well. Yeah, and Kelso did great as always, doing like the adventuring storytelling that he does between our songs, which
that was fun. Yeah,
definitely part of the performance and the ambiance that we strive to set. So it was a good show. It was a really good show.
Cool. That sounds like man. That sounds amazing for a birthday party. Like,
yeah, it was very dope. Playing a lot of music is what I like doing, and so getting to do that on my birthday for a bunch of people that I love, can't get any better than that.
Yeah, right on. I agree. Sounds like you had a blast. Yeah,
it was an absolute blast. And Bayou's taking a little show break for now, but we'll be back in the middle of August at our next show. So
cool. All right. Well, Kelso, people want to talk to you about some conversions and anarchies. Are you online at all?
Oh yeah. Wait. Oh, online. Like, how do you mean?
If people want to contact you, or like, if are you on social
Oh
media?
yeah. I not really.
Okay.
No. You can find me if you look in the Burn Ward. I'm Toasty Boat. The Burn Ward in general is a great place to have a ton of conversation about red decks in pre-modern specifically. It's a Discord server. So
what is it called? Burn Wall?
It's called the Burn Ward.
Oh, Burn Ward. Okay.
The Burn Ward. Yeah, it's a pre-modern Discord server. And it's just about pre-modern red decks, and yeah, a lot of cool stuff there. You can see people arguing about whether or not, it always funny. It's like, do you run this or that? And it's like, LobsterCon's completely different. Who knows? You never know. But I'm not a Magic personality, unfortunately, yet. We'll see.
Gotcha. Cool. So they can find you on the Discord and current. If people want to talk to you about, I don't know, not casting Priest of Titanias in your Elves deck.
What not casting? I mean,
you're a Priest of Titania hater.
1. Okay. Casting game 1.
All right.
I love them in game 1. Anyway,
all right, I'll take it back. All right, people want to talk to you about White Weenie and casting Silver Knights. There you go.
Sweet. Yeah, you can find me on Discord as always under Testacular. And that's really the only place you can reach me. So hello and good luck.
Or if you're in Portland and looking for shows, you might find you two in the same place. Yeah, you might find both of you guys in the same place.
Same place,
exactly.
Yeah. Buy a Brewing Co. on Instagram.
Or come out to the Lucky Lab on a monthly second Sunday of the month every time is when the Portland Monthly goes down now. So keep it in mind.
Rose City Pre-Modern.
Cool. You can find me here, it's Romario Neto on Twitter. I think it's still there. Yeah, and Romario Vidal everywhere else, like Magic Online, Twitch, YouTube, everywhere.
Discord. We can get at you for a lot of rock gameplay, right?
No. No. I'll tell you. Yeah, add some forests and swamps to your deck. That's as far as I'm gonna go. Yeah. No. Yeah. That's as far as I'm gonna go. That I had fun playing the deck for a little bit, but yeah, I'm ready to move on to something else. Also, hold on, just real quick before I leave. Do you ever meet Harry Hackett?
I've interacted with him online, but I don't think I've met him in person.
So Harry kind of got into pre-modern.
Okay.
Do you remember when I posted on Discord? It was like a prison lands deck that had. Hold on a second. I actually just bought this card the other day. Mana Breach.
What?
So it was like a lands deck. It was like explorations and like propaganda, and I think it had like smokestack.
Yeah, yeah. Didn't it also have like
not Seismic Assault, because that was a good version.
Horn of Greed?
Yeah. Horn of Greed too.
Yeah.
Very prison-y and stuff. So so Harry came this weekend, past weekend, to play Legacy in Richmond, and he was talking about like how he actually I was gonna mention that because I might be playing some pre-modern in paper next month in DC. They're gonna have a Cube Con type of deal, but like on Sunday they're gonna have a team event that's gonna be Legacy, pre-modern, and Pauper. So I just need to find teammates. I'm pretty confident I should be able to find someone to play Legacy for sure. The Pauper player is the one that I don't know anybody that plays Pauper. But yeah, long story short, like, so Harry was like, "Oh, I do have a pre-modern deck." I was like, "Oh, what did you build?" He's like, "Oh, it's a really bad deck." I was like, "What is that?" And then he goes like, "Well, remember that deck that you published?" I mean, I posted on Discord. I was like, "Yeah, which one?" I was like, "Oh, it's like the lands deck." I was like, "What? You bought that deck?" He's like, "Yeah, I spent like 4K and I bought the deck." I was like, the deck was really bad, man. He was like, "Was it the one with Seismic Assault?" He's like, "No, the other one that played Mana Breach." I was like, "Oh my gosh, no, that one was just a meme." He's like, "No, but I mean, he did tell me, he's like, hey, I wanted to buy Mox Diamonds anyways. So the 4K it wasn't just for janky that he's not gonna use, but you say he did pay a lot of money because of Cedar Traders and Mox Diamonds to build probably one of the worst pre-modern decks. But he did say, he's like, yeah, I played on Magic Online. I went 3-2 a few times. I was like, oh, you went 3-2. Oh, that's way better than I did with the deck.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'm so glad.
He was like, I cannot beat any decks that play counter Magic, but any of the creature decks I was able to beat them. And he's like, it was really funny, and he's like, the deck's cool. But yeah, I just thought I should leave with that because I thought it was hilarious. He said like, yeah, I built a pre-modern deck, the one that you published, and one of the good ones. He's like, no, that one lands deck that's just terrible. It's like, but Horn of Greed is a sweet card with I don't know, other things, people that like to draw cards. But anyways, so Curran, thanks for hanging out again, man, of course, as always. And Kelso, thanks for hanging out with us and talk some pre-modern with us.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me on here. This is it's been great getting to talk with y'all. And yeah.
All right, cool. And with that, I guess we'll talk to you guys in me and Curran will probably come back here in about 2-3 weekish. I don't know, whenever you guys see the alert that there's a new episode.
We'll be back with you again. So thanks for tuning in to Call of the Herd as always, and we'll see you next time.
All right.